Alright. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning into another fucking stream. If you guys are new here, in the morning we come in, we take a look at NQ price action. We'll see what happened during the overnight session. See what price can do going into that New York session. At night we come in, review. We see what actually happened, and my fucking camera's still zooming in on me. I need to fix that. Let's see. So if you guys were here this morning, we discussed a little bit. We typically start analysis off on the I don't need auto framing. Put me back. There we go. All right. Initially, we started our analysis on the 4 hour. So this morning, if you guys were with us, we were talking about this 4 hour as it was trading kind of inside this previous 4 hour candle, the 2 a.m. 4 hour candle. We swept this liquidity at 38.98, and we also swept the previous daily high right there. So given that previous daily high was swept, this 4 hour is looking like it wanted to close below. We were looking for an outside 4 hour initially, with this candle being below the 50% of the previous candle. So that was our initial approach there for the outside day. Here we also discussed the consolidation over here and then continuation to the upside. But then during the overnight session of Monday night, going into Tuesday, we saw consolidation and manipulation to the upside, leaving a nice little wick to the upside right there. And then almost like a reversal back down, right? Over here, we have this giant displacement candle forming to the downside. Price is back below the previous daily high right there. So trading below the previous daily high, we're looking for potential of an outside day. We said price can come into the previous day 50, and below that, we are looking for that outside day. There's the... We can see where price came down into the 50% here, just straight through it. Did not quite get that outside day. However, we still got through it and continued to the downside. On the hourly, as we were trading, as we were discussing this on stream, and as we were doing a write-up, we said, okay, well, maybe a sweep of the previous 4 hour low, and then we can see a little bit of a, rise. So over here, we can see that price at 9 a.m. opened up. We swept this previous 4 hour low as well as the London or Asia session low right here. Bounced back into this previous hourly range. Tapped the 50% of the previous hourly range and rejected to the downside for that continuation, and then back below that previous monthly high. So that's the hourly time frame. On the 15-minute here, we were looking inside this fair value gap. Right there. So we were looking inside this 15-minute fair value gap. We also took the outline of this 15-minute manipulation leg, right? So you have this manipulation leg. This gives us a projection. You can see -1 lines up pretty nicely with that liquidity. -1618 lines up with that one. We got -3s lining up over here, -5 lining up with, or -3.5s lining up with that liquidity right there. -4 doesn't have any liquidity, but -5 over here also lining up with the liquidity. So this makes us confident in that short playing out, given that previous daily high is swept, price is trading below it. We have displacement, previous hourly low, previous 4 hours swept, trading below the 50% of that previous 4 hours. So we kind of got a lot of confluence going into this trade for some shorts. So here, price taps into that 15-minute fair value gap as well as that 50% of the previous hourly. We're sweeping liquidity right there and getting that reversal back to the downside on that 15. On the 5-minute, it's like a little bit of a banger. On the 5-minute, here we have initially, right, that 9:30 candle opens up. We're sweeping the low of the overnight session. Give us a little bit of reversal here going into it as we're tapping that -1. So could have taken longs here. We did not. We were waiting for our shorts. This price came up over here, tapping into this fair value gap, right? Gives that continuation to the downside. We also have fair value up right here. This is right during the macro. So this is happening during the macro. We outlined this little guy right there. It's happening during the macro. Typically during the macro, you'll see some kind of retrace into a fair value gap, into whatever, right, before that rejection to the downside or before a reversal back down or back towards the trend. Tuesdays are known for trend days, so that is something that we notate over here. Tuesdays, trend days, or gap fill to open. So we were below the open already here, or we retested that market open here, and then we continued to the downside out of this fair value gap. This initial rejection gave us that leg to the downside. Then we have this leg down, or this displacement candle. We take the OT of it. You can see price tapping into the 618 of it, and then continue into the downside from there. That's what we had today for the trades going into tomorrow. Initially here overnight session, we took this short off of the 618 there. But you can see we displaced this 5-minute fair value gap, so continue to the upside here. Let me maybe clear this up so we can put this into our Wednesday journal. Wednesday journal. Right there, right? So seeing a little bit of bounce here. I don't know ES. What is ES doing? Did ES sweep? ES did not sweep. ES didn't barely even went outside day. Damn, that's crazy. Low here. Let's see. If you guys are new here, like, give it a share. As always, the best way to help us, support us, is to give it a like, give it a share. We do have a Discord, www.papertrace.io. But like I said, show some love. That's all we ask for. Let's see. Stonks wise, Roblox. I'm liking this. Through that CISD, this is looking so much better now. I'm trading Roblox. There we go. Is EMA. So next stop for Roblox is going to be above that 200 EMA. From there, we can look for a nice continuation for it. Ho Depot continue an S out of this OTE, just struggling with that 200 EMA. Pepsi wanted to see out of this weekly OTE there. Nike. Rivian consolidating a little bit. Hood. PG seeing a nice continuation over here on that daily, weekly. We outlined an animal on it, so this is looking quite nice to the upside here. So let's see if they want to put it into this volume imbalance there on PG. Let's see, did I post this on Twitter? PG. PG's looking good. Zeta still just kind of playing around there. DTLB would like to see a continuation on her. Swayze, no. Elf seeing a nice continuation on it. Love Costco. It's like that fucking ASMR drinking fucking tea. BA. There was some of the financials looked pretty decent. There you go. ENPH. I'm looking for a little bit lower on this girl. Not weekly. ENPH. Monthly OTE there. There we go. ENPH here. They want to tap that 705 with that fair value gap on the EMPH. BT Adobe finally completing my fucking animal here. There we go. They'll be finally reaching that point. When did we first mention this? Twitter's being fucking gay. October. Finally, there we go. Adobe's finally getting that fucking. Where did we? Adobe back in October. Guess when did I draw this out? October 29th. Okay. $11.29 Adobe. Gotta trust the animal. So here now on Adobe, now we can look for a bit of reversal on her with the previous monthly low, these 1, 2, 3 down. Unless they want to fucking send it even lower. That would be. I think the big thing that fucked them up is the fucking subscription services. Once they switched over to subscription, fuck, dude. It was gay. Cat seeing a little bit of an SFB. Meow. At the top. Let's see. Dash getting a little pep in her step. If we can get above that 200 EMA, we can see a nice move to the upside. DLTR earnings fucking went nuts. F seen a little bit of rejection back down. Had a good run. F had a good fucking run. Hims is now, I like this. Hold of this fair value gap right there on the weekly. Let's see if they can get it cranking on this. This next above that CISD. Hims, beautiful continuation. Raham, I mean. Get to a slow. MA, there we go. MasterCard, that's the one. So MasterCard is looking good above the CISD there. We'd see a good continuation on it. Meta goggles, they probably got a good announcement off of the fact that I believe all blind veterans get their Meta glasses for free. They'll ship them to you. It's pretty cool. That's a cool thing. Mark Zuckerberg, the Zuck, is doing for the people that serve this country. Huge props to him. Let's see. V, there we go. V as well. V breaking out above this consolidation. Let's see if V can get a good cranker. I think she can. V can get into this area right there. There we go, V. There you go. V, yeah. VC and a solid fucking above that CISD. That shit went nicely. That's what we wanted to see. And we discussed it last week, or we posted it last week when rejecting that fair value up there. Red wire. Nokia. SpaceX, fucking keep fucking going, I guess. That'll probably do it for tonight. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I love you. Appreciate you. Come hang out with us in the mornings, at night. Check us out on Twitter at the Paper Traders. Check us out on the website www.papertraders.io. Check Mr. Hayes out at Hayes Beats. Get him to 3,000 followers. We'll do a lifetime membership giveaway. 2,000 followers from me. I'll do tracksuit reveal. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.